Alright. We're back. That sounded like a guard nearby. I'm glad I picked that side to get here because this side doesn't have stairs. Alright, so I guess.
Ask me.
Dice. Look at this shirt. That's Tivian silk I'll bet you.
Bears Sir Temps can afford nice things, since he works for the Lord Regent.
Doing what?
Anyone taken away with the sickness forfeits their property. He does all the legal details, makes it proper.
Doesn't seem fair to lose all your things like that.
It must be, though. Lawyers know these things. Maybe they give it to children.
Really naive.
Nice.
Let's close that door for now. Drop. Okay, they show it here to Bean. Drop it here. Oh, switch the documents first. Okay, so I could start here. So what's this punch? A fleet fighter. Having your weapons out doesn't slow you. Let's go with that because I always forget to remove them. Okay, I guess let's clean this up, but I think we have to do this last, or we'll just cause trouble.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay, let's drop you off in this corner. That way at least I won't run into you too easily. Do I get back up there? I don't think this is a good spot. Wait. No, that door is locked. And down here? Sneaky sneak a little bit. At least we can go back here. Seriously? Alright. Again. Alright. So we're getting back up there. Going around back. Going through here. And now we go up there. It's always a bit mean of this game, actually. Can I? Oh. But if I can go up there, that seems promising. Oh, we need the will and we need to swap out the papers. Right, that's what he wanted from us. Alright, so we're now here.
Can't say I like that.
It's kind of cool that you get a bit of conversation. Who are you? Are you just a guard? Why is there a woman standing around? And where did the guy go? Whoops. Oh. Okay. Statue of Delilah talk. That doesn't sound good. A poem by Delilah. When pretty Emily woke one day, she saw the world a different way. Her eyes now looked with a stranger's guile, her dainty mouth smiled a stranger's smile, her hands now worked the stranger's wrath, her feet now walked a stranger's path. Emily fed, another grew stronger. The stranger's cravings drew her onward, and no one who looked on Emily's face ever guessed who ruled in Emily's place. Okay. Is that Emily? I guess she means, oh, the Lord Regent? Is taking over for Emily? So it never seems to be a good idea to talk to someone's statue. Especially not when it shows up kind of like a living item. But I guess here goes nothing. At least it's not looking at me. Don't blink.
Who are you?
I understand your curiosity. I'm strange. I was a baker's apprentice in Dunwall Tower. A friend to Jessamine when we were girls. Then afterward, I made my name as a painter. Now, I'm obviously something much greater. I hope that satisfies you. Because you won't get more. I ought to just kill you. But I'm going to give you a warning for the sake of my sisters, who were very impressed with you once upon a time. Stay away from me. There are great changes coming, and I'll expect you not to interfere. I have influence in places you won't expect. But as for Arnold Timsh, do what you want. I won't hold a grudge. I'm done with him.
Is that who you were looking for? Well, she's a bit of a bitch, and the artwork's hopeless. I know you have your reasons.
Okay. It's interesting, she also... like, a lot of characters in the Dishonored games have surprisingly large hands. And I mean, hers are okay. But I think they're, like, still a bit large. It's interesting that this game... So far I always thought they only did that with the male characters. And I mean, this is you know, this is okay. That size of hand, I think. It's just, usually in games you get this, you know, a lot skinnier look. And I mean, the rest of her is kind of designed that way, but they gave her larger hands. Okay. So I guess that's the painting studio. Seems to be his office. Barrister Timsh, I'm afraid I cannot in good conscience remain your mother's physician. The way you repeatedly deny her access to practices which could potentially restore her lucidity is nothing short of a death sentence, and I wish no part of it. Good day to you, sir. Dr. Partridge. I guess the Partridge family didn't have money. So basically, he's getting his mother killed? Oh, we need the Timsh Estate master key for this chest. A letter from Roland. Dear Arnold, is that way how they express that you concluded these pieces of information about her, or is that literally a talking statue? I think it's literally a talking statue. We had that with other characters in Dishonored 2. So it feels like it's some of, you know, like the outsider magic. That they're actual talking statues and that some people can just communicate by making a statue of themselves. Why he would, you know, think that he could talk to a statue is a bit surprising. But maybe he was just thinking out loud. But I mean, you didn't like hear him go or something like that, you know? It wasn't a surprise for him that the statue would answer. Dear Arnold, thank you for inviting my wife and me over for dinner last week. We both had a splendid time. I also appreciate you being so patient with her episode. Not many people are as understanding, and you showed considerable grace. I'm also happy I was able to confide in you with my business arrangements. I'm sure you will be able to keep them strictly confidential, but it was a relief to finally be able to vent about the frustrations I much endure daily to a colleague who understands these sort of things. I hope that you will allow me to return the favor and play host to you for an evening. Sincerely, Wiles Roland. Okay, so that's the guy who hired us, who got kicked out. So apparently he told Timsh something about where he had his money, and Timsh wanted a piece of that.
Mother, this is Arnold. If you happen to awaken while no one is present, I've prepared this for you, to remind you of recent events to help clear your mind and put you at ease. The plague has ended. I have married and will become Prime Minister, just as you always wanted. My sister and brother are both here and doing well. Your last will and testament has been written and approved. We all love you, Mother. Now go back to sleep. Rest. Everything is fine.
Delilah. Oh, that's something she drew. Is that her? Or someone else? Or his mother? I'm a bit disappointed that I can't steal this painting for money. Okay, so here is where we want to go back to grab another rune. And now... there's an alarm. That's where Timsh is. Dang it. That looks a bit weird. Oh, that's the dumbwaiter, I guess. Okay, just the toilet. Nothing else. Should we... I don't think there's anything here. Huh. How do I get... Oh, is this Right, so we are on the apartment floor, right?
This whole place has gone to the hounds.
Huh?
What? Oh no! Someone help!
I wonder if they know where I am. Damn it, where'd he go? That's promising.
Come out, and I'll go easy on you.
Some people have an Instagram, some people have a statue. Exactly! The new Facebook statue. Sorry, Meta statue.
Nice work. He's gone.
Where are you?
Dice.
When I find you, it's going to be bad. All right, get off this time.
Timsh is in the lobby. Yeah, but I want to go on that floor at least.
Dice.
Can't sail like that.
Missed the opportunity to knock him out, I think. There's 3 people in there with the will. Huh. That was
Should we gather for
close.
whiskey and cigars tonight? Indeed, I believe so.
Dice.
You don't need to believe. You could just say, sure. Ooh. 2 coins. 2 of 5. 2 coins of 5. Are those Borg coins? Oh. It's open.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war. Now he's downstairs laughing.
He put her in her place. Even with all his maneuverings, it's the simple victories that give him the most pleasure, I think.
Okay, you idiot. Time to chat. Ring the alarm.
Oh.
Take that.
Okay, let's do that again, shall we? That was such goof.
What a relief. After Talia's visit this morning, I thought the barrister was ready to start a war. Now he's downstairs laughing.
He put her in her place. Even with all his maneuverings, it's the simple victories that give him the most pleasure, I think.
Bring the
it.
I need more men.
That didn't work. Okay, how do I... Oh, maybe I can use one of the... What are they? Grenades. These grenades.
What a relief.
Stop now. Feed your heart to the hounds.
Ah. Okay. Wait.
We're not taking this one alive. You won't stay hidden for long. A promotion for the man who kills this one. Clear the line.
Okay. Evictions list. Forestal Crow's Cart. Property value. Cartwright vessel close. Assets. Property negligible. Arnold, have you forgotten that Rutshore is flooded? I can't appraise this.
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth Holding Company. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normally, I wouldn't hesitate to invent a plague infection complaint against them and have all their assets seized. But they have a link to the Boyles, and they, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm afraid you may have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
Mr. Timsh, we cannot currently spare an overseer equipped with a musical device to become a member of your house guard. All of our ranks are currently very busy with other weightier matters. If you fear an impending assault by a perpetrator of the heretical arts, I suggest you come immediately to Holger Square for counsel and protection. Overseer Mello, Office of the High Overseer. That's good news for us, I guess. So I think... Yeah, that's probably where the will is, right? So... we need his key. Sure how long that will last. Don't really see any place where we can hide these people. At least when we did this the 15th time. Repair notice. Staff, Barrister Timsh was complaining about squeaking in these doors, so they've been removed until the repair order comes in. Please don't throw anything down the shaft or do anything childish. Management. Alright. I mean, it can be childish once, right? Okay, at least I saved early enough. Note from Timsh. Scott, do we really need that alarm device in my office? It's ugly, the colors clash, and the cable is marking up the woodwork. I am positively certain that the way it's been attached to the floor will cost a few thousand in coin to mend. Arnold. Actually, I agree. It's totally safe. Oh, did I play that yet?
Benedict, I need to know what you expect regarding the Danforth Holding Company. They're only a month late, and they've been good for it in the past. Normal, I wouldn't hesitate to invent a plague infection complaint against them, and have all their assets seized. But they have a link to the Boyles, and they, as you know, are on the Do Not Touch list. It's hitting a little too close to home. I'm afraid you may have to settle your dispute with them by some other means.
Alright. Friends are coming. I think they'll be finding their friends soon.
Get up right now! Here?
Oh. Nice. Okay. I think I've swapped his stuff. An ingot, last will and testament.
Timch doesn't name himself the beneficiary in the will. He's giving the inheritance to Delilah.
Huh. So we might be making her angry after all. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. I can just put everyone back here. So nobody sees them. All right. Wait. Barrister Timsh. Did I break the game now? Because he's still a mission objective? Did I fail to swap stuff out? Well, I guess we'll see. Let's see what my journal says. Okay, we could kill him, that's why he's still on the list, I guess. So I guess...
Wonder if anyone would notice if this was gone.
Who said that? she down there? I haven't even seen the lobby yet. Oh. Okay. You are... I'm kind of always a bit annoyed. You know, it's a bit of realism that characters drop their weapons. But on the other hand, it seems a bit weird. That we can pick up the weapons afterwards, and that nobody notices that there's just weapons lying around where there should be guards. Okay, I don't really...
Let's just see what happens if I get another crack at this guy.
Well, I actually... Okay, we've saved here, right? Let's go here, save here. I just want to see how the downstairs area looks. I really can just go down the outside. So... Okay, that looks nice. Oh, and we didn't go upstairs yet into his room. Yeah, because we could get a rune up there. Ah, and here's the other stairs. Okay, so we don't even have to go. Here was his room with the rune. Right? Right. Okay, how many do we have now? We have 2. I guess we can get the agility now. For the increased jump height. But that is a cool painting. I'm curious who that is, but we want to go... Whoops. We want to go on the other side if possible. Okay. Yeah. This is where we want to be. Whoop. now we use the air circulator. Let's see if there's anyone in there. Doesn't look like it.
Nice.
Okay. She's in the kitchen again. That's good for us. Do not interfere. Coach. Can we get up there, maybe? No. Okay, let's see if we can follow what's happening here.
What is that horrible stench? I could barely breathe. Oh, General Turnbull. Yes, I was expecting you. Please come.
Ah, Timsh. It smells like a weeper den. I thought we were secure.
And we are. The neighborhood is swept 3 times a week.
Barrister Timsh!
Please, call me Arnold. We're friends. Here, this will clear things up for you. The Regents arranged it. By the way, I don't think I ever got your first name.
What is this? Is this a joke?
I am not sure what you find funny about it.
Barrister Timsh, this is a letter from the Lord Regent dated a month ago, stating that your building is to be seized by the state immediately due to massive infection outbreak, and that your personal assets are forfeit if you do not comply immediately. A month ago? Are you showing me this to try to convince me that you're above the law?
What? Let me see that. This is impossible.
Barrister, I am afraid I am going to have to take you into custody. And if I or any of my men contract the plague because of this visit, I'll see that your head rolls.
No. This isn't the right document. This...
Get him out of here before he starts bleeding from the eyes. And secure this court. It's under quarantine.
Yes, sir. Fainted. Now what? I don't want to touch him. What if I get sick? I'll just wait for him to wake up.
That was nice. That can't be good. Is that a weeper? Let's check, okay? I guess I don't know.
I know you're somewhere around here. What is it? Hey, get around, lift him! Watch it!
Okay. Okay, how do we find a way back? That looks promising. Hi, Billy. Did I tell you? I finally used the thing.
I'll admit, I didn't think the arrest was going to work. I guess that's why you're calling the shots.
I like that we get to talk to her. I guess it's the same structure as with all the previous missions, but you always have someone. Seriously? Yes, I know. You know, it's the same, you know, as with Samuel the boatman. You have someone between missions that talks to you. But of course with her, you're moving in a straight line. And she just pops up in between.
We got a prowler on the loose.
Do we have to do anything? Legal district, waterfront, to meet Talia. Do we have the will? Doesn't look like we have quest items. So I'm just assuming that we don't have to actually give him anything. Or maybe that objective will show up once we're in the waterfront district. Oh.
Huh? What happened? Whacked in the head? You won't stay hidden for long.
Probably friends to everything.
Oh, I'll find you.
Why did he say what happened?
I know you're
head?
here.
Did he see the body we hit?
Nasty furry filth.
I know. You're here somewhere, scum.
The heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin, is still missing. Any person with information that leads to her discovery will be granted a substantial reward.
Okay.
Find you, it's going to be bad.
Okay, that does not work.
Where are you? All right, I won't be catching you.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
Okay, we're back here. That's good. do we have?
We got a prowler on this.
This sounds suspiciously like a bone charm. Or maybe that's... just... I guess not. No, doesn't look like there's anything there. Oh, that's just the ventilation here. Okay. Oh, hi Billy.
I saw Talia. She's waiting where she said she'd be.
Wait, why is there shooting?
Someone get over here.
I guess those are hatters? Okay. I guess I can sneak past you.
Look out. We got someone skulking around.
Missed the opportunity to get past them. We have one knockout arrow. So I think you'll be the one to die, because then you're invisible. And your friend might get knocked out.
This area is under lockdown. Any unauthorized individuals are to be considered suspicious and confronted instantly with lethal.
Oops. Wrong weapon. All right. Let's see how she is doing. And if there's maybe a little betrayal. Doesn't seem to be anyone nearby. As long as we don't meet bonus
The
hatters.
barrister's enemies caught up to him. He's in custody as a plague victim. Here's the will as
That'll
agreed.
do nicely. Perhaps better. But you were promised information. Well, my uncle came under Delilah's spell. He was obsessed with her. Everyone knew she'd been a servant at the tower before she studied under Sokolov. She was a painter and artist. Beneath my family's class, for certain. My uncle became infatuated. But he looked older and made us keep candles lit all night. He was afraid of the dark. One night we all went to Waverly Boyle's for a seance. It was an amusement. We didn't know what we were doing. I thought only the dead appeared at seances. But suddenly Delilah was in the room with us. My uncle nearly died of terror. She was there, but not there. We saw her as if she was very far away, standing in the old Brigmore Manor, painting at an easel, painting a name. It was your name, Dowd. That's all I know. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll be leaving soon. Goodbye, Dowd.
Okay, I guess that's it. Without a doubt. Ah, bad joke. I couldn't think of an actual sentence to string it into.
Timsh is ruined. He'll rot in Coldridge Prison if they don't send him to the flooded district. It's poetic, I suppose. Maybe I was wrong about you, Dowd. Are you ready to go?
I guess we are.
Let's go home.
Six hostiles killed? Trying to remember. Alarms rung twice, yeah. Dead bodies found, 13. Overall chaos low. Didn't kill anyone. Ghost. Had Barrister Timsh arrested, spoke with Delilah. Sweet, sweet, sweet Delilah. With this echo in my headphones, I can feel how when I'm singing, I'm getting slower and slower. Runes 5 of 7. Bone charms found all. Outsider shrines found all. 1800. So a little bit over half this time. Alright. Let's see what we're doing now. Dowd's hideout. Why do we see overseers here? That doesn't sound good. The Surge. Delilah is a powerful witch who leads a coven that has moved into the ruins of Brigmore Manor. You've returned to your hidden base in the flooded district to plan your next move. So here's the thing. If you look at this, like, why are we finding out most of this from this byline between two missions? That should have been part of the dialogue in one mission. Like, okay, we know that she showed up in a seance as if she was dead. That doesn't necessarily make her a witch. And that she has a coven is actually completely new to you in this game. So that seems a little weird. That they just pop that on you instead of putting it into the mission. But, well.
Jessamine Colbin's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Colbin's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's fill up on sleep darts. What can we upgrade? Reload faster, more accuracy. Bolt capacity, standard bolt capacity. Stun mine capacity, arc mine, bone charm capacity. So I mean, we're at the point where we actually have to choose which bone charms to equip. So we definitely want that changed. Maybe bolt capacity as well. Let's try it. Bolt first, bone charm afterwards. We've never used any of the mines yet. Oh, we could go another bone charm upgrade. So 455, 6, 7. So the Rispo reload with the stun arrows felt a little slow when there were multiple enemies. So I think I'm going to go for that, and then I have just enough left for the bone charm capacity. Okay. Now we can get more wrist bow bolts, I guess. The rest of our money. We don't have that many. Wait, let's just check what we... Oh, no favors. Okay. In this mission. Then... I guess we're done. Mission clues updated. Okay, that's what we saw. Okay, primary tasks. That doesn't sound good. It says... Yeah, I don't like this transition between the missions. It gives you information that you got nowhere in the game. I guess if I hadn't looked in the menu, I wouldn't have heard anything about that mission objective.
Doubt we've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart. Looking for you. They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the Overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
Okay, cool, yeah. So, that was a bit awkward. You should never, in a game, have a mission objective that gives away a cutscene just about to come. Seriously? I wouldn't have had to buy... I don't know if that's really 5 sleep darts or something. Meeting Dowd. Another stinking mouth, that's what my mother said. A mouth that'd need feeding for years on, then would sass her every time it opened. First words I can remember her saying that. When she'd drunk for so long that her eyes stopped working for good, drunk on ocean, it seemed to me, I left the patched-up shack we called home. But before heading out, I reminded her of all the times she'd put her hands on me or thrown something at my head. The night she'd rushed me like an ox and sent me down the back stair. All the times she'd told me I was just another stinking mouth. Last thing I heard was her cursing me from her bed, cursing the blind dark. Running with my pals, he had to stay sharp. We had to make sharp... Running with my pals. We had to stay sharp to make enough coin to keep from starving. Same story across the aisles. Not the biggest kids, but sometimes the smartest and the meanest when we needed to be. The only way to stay off the back alley mattresses. Not desperate enough to go out on the drain flats with the mudlarks. So it was the knife for us, trying to catch the eye of the Hatters or the boys from Bottle Street, so they'd take us on. But when a dandy from Serkonos stepped down from his polished coach and cracked my dear Deirdre's pretty head and left her twitching and dying in the muck, I snapped off one of the wooden gazelles on top of the coach and drove the splintered end into his eye as deep as it would go. Last I saw of Deirdre, she was still, eyes wide to the gray sky. But now I like to remember her with a smile, laughing from the void at the one-eyed dandy with a gazelle coming out of his head. No one would take me after that. The City Watch made a full sweep once a week for months, trying to catch me. Even the Grand Guard came in from Karnaca, down in Serkonos. It seems the dandy's daddy was the Duke of Serkonos. I was too much trouble for my friends from the old neighborhood. Anyone who saw me tried to drive me away, threw rocks to get me to leave, or tried to get a bag over my head, hungry for the reward. Even the gangs cursed me on sight. Billy's bad luck, they'd say, hexed. She'll make it bad for all of us. You may think you know what loneliness is, but I can tell you, you don't. By late in the month of harvest, I had a hate inside me that would have choked most. Then I met Dowd. It was early in the dark morning, the only time I could go out. Walking the streets of the legal district, I saw them, up ahead, 3 who looked like boys from the City Watch, but dressed out of uniform. They were out for blood and coin, running some kind of murder racket, waiting on a drunk barrister to stagger out of a bar at just the right time. I didn't see him at first, but in the flicker of an eyelid he was on them. Out of the cold night air, he used a single blade, nothing else, and it only touched each of them once, at the left side of the throat. Their blood splattered and steamed on the cobbles. Quick movements, an occasional grunt, dark hair and the glimpse of a long scar down his face. When it was over, he made for the rooftops. I'd never seen the like of it, so I followed. I could have stayed and looted the poor bastards he left bleeding. Could have eaten for a month, most likely. But this seemed bigger, so I tried to stay up with him, tried to stay hidden without losing sight of him. All across Dunwall into the wrecked and ruined parts. He crossed into what I could tell was his territory, hidden sentries and odd masks. I thought I'd seen everything in the city, all the gangs, but this was something else. Clinging to roof tiles and watching from behind chimneys, I watched, then followed him into an old building. Inside it was all gloom, rotted carpets and desks full of rat-eaten papers. Paintings ruined by the wet. There were weapons and practice dummies. Men lived here in secret, training with knives and crossbows. I lost track of him and continued to explore, but I was a fool. He'd known I was following and came up from behind. When I saw him, I froze, waiting for him to speak. You followed me, found this place, and now you're not begging or running for your life. There's nowhere to run, I said, and I'm not very attached to it, to tell the truth. He came close and looked me right in the eyes, trying to see some light inside that would tell him my story. You think you're already dead inside, but I'll give you something to live for. You'll fight for me and kill people like the ones who've hurt you. I just nodded, feeling relief for the first time in months. That's a cool diary entry from Billy. Oh, right. This is where we went down earlier. So now I guess we have to find the way back up. Captured assassin. Okay, so if you get the higher jump, then you can go without this ability, maybe. Captured assassin, overseer Hugh. Wait, let me change something. I saw there was an option for that. Controls. No, where is it? Gameplay. Climbing. Let's see how not climbing relative to camera feels. Yeah, that feels better. Because I can look around. Without having to worry that I'll stop climbing.
You mean he saw a chance for personal glory and acted premature?
Careful. Careless words will bring us both down.
Ah!
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
I wanted to jump off this, not up there. The higher jump height actually screwed me. Memoirs. I tell you, the very sight of the animal is uplifting. Its size rivals the largest boats, and its songs resound across the ocean. The great fins are as long as 2 men, a single fin as black as the rocks at the bottom of the darkest waters, but the remainder of the animal is as white as Tyvian snow. Even the tentacles hanging beneath its face are the palest white, twisting and dragging in the cold depths. When the great whale breaks, everything else is lost from focus, distant and diminished, as if you were transported to a lost, lonely place that cannot exist. My entire life I ran after this dream, burned into my mind when I was but 10 years old. Since my first year at sea, the apparition has never left me. I have hunted its trace, following half-told rumors of the thinnest of clues. Part of a song played by musicians in a Morley pub, at the edge of a town north of Kilkenny. Once from a sketch found among the belongings of a dead sailor. On rare occasion I was guided by more substantial evidence, an evening's meal and conversation with a captain who had sighted the great whale a season past. At 13 I was already well familiar with whaler foam, and by 18 years I was second captain, sailing uncharted stretches of sea. When I got my own rickety boat at 20, I was already known as the bloodiest whale hunter in all the Isles, the most consumed, the maddest with frustration. Hunting and killing hundreds of whales, I never saw it again. I drove my ship and my men like hounds in the worst winter. Over a lifetime, I carried my hope of seeing it, touching the cool dead flesh once it was hoisted over the deck. I needed to hear its song again, to understand the effect it had over me, to immerse myself in its final moments of life. Now, racing against my age and infirmity, my growing madness is killing this vision, this childhood dream, so that I wonder if it was ever real to begin with. My life seems already written, and I have failed. I realize now that it was crazy, this dream. Did it really exist in this world? In mine, yes. I think I have to get all the way up. I don't think there's an alternative. When we climbed down here, none of the doors worked.
Outsider. I know you're here.
Is it true that more bone charms have been taken from apostates since the plague started?
Do I want to... Let's see if it's worth taking them out of the way. Maybe that means they won't be fined quite as quickly. If anyone comes in and says, hey, there should be someone on patrol here. Wait. This map seems familiar. And climbing down there seems familiar. But it's familiar from the base game. I just realized that when we went down there, we weren't Dowd. We were Corvo. I like that though. Oh, and he is using the musical instrument. Sokolov technology and the new age. Wait, if he kills all the whales he encounters, how does he expect to hear them sing? Well, he's looking for the great whale, apparently, not like any whale, you know. I guess that was it. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket. Oh yeah, we've read that one a couple of times in the base game. It's fine. It's basically just game exposition. But it's funny that we get to sneak around in here again.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
Guards! Someone get over here!
Hey. It's interesting that his instrument just generally makes me feel bad, even if I'm not using the powers.
My hands are bound. Untie me. Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
Heretical artifact. Please log this superstitious artifact. It was found on one of Dowd's men in a training area within the commerce building. There should be a crate in the temporary headquarters for items of this nature. Deposit it there after you create a log entry for it. Overseer Marcus. Okay. What does this bone charm do? Undertaker. You move slightly faster while carrying corpses. Okay. Oh, we have 2 more slots free. I guess we turn these 2 on. Not sure if they'll help anything. Oh, thanks for the grenade. Oh wait, we could go back down. I think I'm doing that. I think we had... I guess the map loading was optimized for going forward, not for going back. So this was actually a longer loading screen. Alright, let's go back here and grab those extra sleep dots and the choke dust. Waste not, want not. Oh, I haven't yet checked. No, we were here. Right. We emptied those. Alright, but at least... Oh, only noob aimer. Hello, how's it going? You might notice we're in a familiar place. We're now in Dowd's hideout, but this time we're Dowd, not Corvo. And that's you know, that's cool asset reuse. Like, if you're doing DLC, of course, you know, you kind of want to save you want to save assets and reuse some from the base game if you can. And so far we've got mostly new ones. Well, like basic, you know, like all the houses and all the stuff you pick up kind of looked the same. It was roughly the same city, but it was new locations. And now we're actually in the old location. And this, yeah, it's fun.
Give yourself up.
Rouse yourself. Wake up! Someone get over here!
Spinning his webs, worshipping the cursed shrine.
Whoops.
Take out his legs.
One of them was still alive, apparently.
Watch out!
Give yourself up. Come out. We both know you're weak at heart.
Damn it.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Here you are! Guard, come in! Check everything.
Listen, help! Damn it. Where'd he go? Check under everything.
So we've got Hume.
Wake up! Hear me? We know you're here.
Oh, I can go up there, I guess. Oh.
Firing!
Damn it. Okay, and I guess everyone else dies. Because let's see.
Okay, you idiot, time to chat. Clear the line!
That wasn't quite what I had planned, but it was spectacular.
How did we lose him? Here you are. Oh! Someone get him! Oh! Die, damn it!
Dang it. It's interesting that they're... That worked. Okay. Seriously. That was a waste of good arrows. I paid for those, you know? Oh, thanks, I got a few back. Okay, a few assassins to free. Oh, I should have used the grenades, apparently. Ouch. Overseer Pike. I've taken the Commerce Building. A temporary headquarters had been set up in a nearby structure. My men are dealing with a number of captives that should prove to be very informative. We have achieved a total victory here, catching the enemy by surprise. The plans for a larger coordinated assault were obviously unnecessary. I am confident that Dowd will show himself and will be in our custody shortly. Leonard Hume, Overseer. Do you like the DLC? What? He is immortal. Yeah, that one guy with well, he has the musical instrument, and apparently all my shots bounce against that. Mission clues. Acquire the assault plans from the Overseer headquarters. Free 3 more of the captured assassins. The assault plans he ignored are in the Overseer's temporary headquarters. Okay. So I guess we free our friends now. But yeah, it was like... And of course I shot my exploding arrows through between the legs of the other guy, so it took me like 3 or 4 attempts to actually get him. Let's have a quick look here. Dowd's journal. Billy Lurk. Oh, that's the other side of the story. Billy Lurk watches me closely, studying my decisions, each move I make. That's nothing new. Even as a kid, there was a quiet curiosity there, though curiosity is not quite the right word. But lately it seems more intense. I'll feel the hairs on my neck standing up, only realizing a moment later that Lurk is on a roof or balcony nearby. Some mornings, some of my papers seem to be moved, maybe poured over. When we're done and Billy's comfortable with the mask off, questions come from odd angles, unrelated to our mission or to a specific target. Questions about what I'm thinking, about my attitude towards the target. It's odd. Something to watch. Another puzzle. Every one of my whalers is good, though my gifts seem stronger in some than in others. The outsider's mark is a mystery in this way, not something I can control. Those who remain with me either gain the use of my extraordinary abilities, or they don't. Those who don't, I just push toward the blade, the crossbow, or the study of poisons. Every one among them serves in some way, and together we've spilled a sea of blood. Lurk is a quicker study than most, but stays aloof from the others. It's no matter to me, as long as orders get carried out.